Um, I'm always unbelievably proud of them. Today, I try to say that's the top of the mountain. We knew we were playing a hurt England. It was an unbelievably physical England. It's easy to say, you're doing your analysis and you'll show the missed tackles, one-on-one tackles, but that's power, some of that, and pressure. I thought with the ball we caused problems, and we showed some really good moments in the match, and we could have had more out of the match instead of just the couple of tries we got. They never ever stopped. I mean, the courage in the second half. When you have Andrea Lavotti playing in the back row, and you've lost your three centres, and you have lots of different moving parts, it would have been easy to throw up the white flag, but you didn't see that. Individuals like Fede Ruzza, I thought was, he'll look and probably be disappointed because that's the way he is. But I thought he was unbelievable today, magnificent, and he's really coming of age, both for club and country, and has got years ahead of him. And it was good to see Jake back off the bench. Seb, there were so many people who tried. We were overpowered, and sometimes you can overanalyze things. We were overpowered, and they're an unbelievably powerful side. They were a hurting side, but they're the best side in the Six Nations, in my opinion.
Did you see enough in your side to believe that you can finish on a high next week?
Absolutely. We'll dust down, of course. Because we're at home and we've got good players who can cause problems. We know there are things that we can't give easy tries. The two charge down tries that can't. But you're looking at the players who are all over the place in terms of position, so not actually doing too many. We don't want too many front rowers on the pitch by the end of the match next week. But absolutely, rugby can change very quickly, and we'll be in the game next week. We have to get the energy at the right time, and we normally train pretty intense. I'll say it with Sergio beside me. I don't think we'll be intense for the first couple of days this week. It'll be trying to get our players patched up and ready, and they will be.
And Sergio, do you expect to play next week?
Of course.
Yeah. If I expect to play, yeah, I expect. Expect to play, yeah. So right now, you wanna know if we're gonna play next week? Right now?
I just wondered
how... I'm joking. No, I don't know. I just say in Italian before. I just feel my hamstring a little bit, like a still of cramp, and trying to strap and go forward. But I feel like if I push and I sprint, I'm gonna, increase the damage. So for experience, I prefer to stop so don't have. So I'm pretty confident. So back tomorrow to Rome and see with the doctor, maybe doing some. I don't know, scan something and look the situation, but I'm pretty confident. Yeah.
Last one, please.
23 primary tackles miss. Is that just a power thing?
No, absolutely not. You look, it's an angle as well. When you look at the first, second try, Elliot Daly takes an out, but that's what Elliot Daly does, and Angelo just gets his angle slightly wrong. They'll look and probably say that they missed a few first up tackles as well. But also you can't, it's too easy to say 2 + 2 when you're hit with that sort of power, because sometimes your decision making and your ability to get off the line if you're down numbers, your ability when you've got a loose head prop playing in your back row, and you've got a scrum half playing on the wing, and you've got your fullback stroke outside 10 playing in the centres, having lost your three centres. Sometimes your system is slightly ajar, and when you have then the numbers coming to the line, what was really impressive about England today was their line speed in defence was good, and maybe we should have kicked a bit more over the top, but their numbers to the line all the time. So you were having 3-4 players come in and 3 or 4 different options, and when then you've got different people in different places, that's difficult. So looking at the numbers are easy to trot out, but I think there's a heck of a lot more behind those numbers.
On the plus side, you went round the corner 2 or 3 times against it, which must be very pleasing.
We could have actually come away with 4 tries today. That's the irony of it. But you think even in the first half, and it seems to be hopefully this ball will start bouncing our way at the end when Jaden makes the break, he chips over the top, and the ball goes into touch, and maybe shot selection, it might have been a low kick. Second half, we created opportunities, and there's no doubt that this level is. I think it just comes back to the first question. The level, the power that was coming there today is the very top, but we didn't help ourselves at times. That's easy to say when you're sitting in the stand, but that is, I think, I've known English rugby for a long time, and I always said that 2015 was never the year for this group of players, because I've known people from back a long time. 2019 was always going to be their time, because they're coming together and they've added some unbelievable power. So you take off, I think we had Lovo in the back row and they stick on Nathan Hughes. So we had our loose head prop in the back row and they put on Nathan Hughes, sort of thing. So that's going to be difficult. It's power with power. But hey, listen, we're not going to mope. I'll always look forward. We know the scale of the challenge today was about performance, and there'll be aspects that we're just not. You can't ship 57 points and say, try to say in the dressing room and say be positive. But I know I'll look at it and there will be so many things that we did well out there, but you can't miss that many tackles at the end of the day at this level, power or not. But we made a heck of a lot of tackles as well.
Conor, when you next come to Twickenham in a couple of years' time, what's it going to take, do you think, to level the playing field? This sort of team, do you think, how long is it, do you reckon it's going to be until we come here and expect hope?
Oh, that's a really difficult question to answer, Tom. We're working as hard. When the question I'd probably ask back, and first and foremost, and I know you're playing for your country, so you should always talk about pride. But what I saw out there, and I always see with this team now, is the level of work rate and effort they put in. You didn't see how easy would it have been for them to actually just totally and utterly raise a white flag and go, listen, there's too many curveballs coming at us. So we've lost our back line, we've lost our back row. Let's just give up. But you didn't see that. You saw them flying into things, and we know when the very best play at their very best. Was the scoreline tough to take today because of the various presents we gave? Yes, it was, but that's going to be a tough ask coming to Twickenham. This is a tough place to come, but I didn't see a team that didn't go out there without the ambition to try and play, didn't go out to not back itself, didn't try to the very end. They're better, and sometimes you overanalyze. They were just better today, but next week's a different week, and if we can execute some of the good things that we did in attack, but do it early and get energy like we had in the last couple of matches in our hometown, we intend going out, and I don't know how many more Six Nations Sergio is going to play, but if it is his last, he doesn't know yet. If it is Leo's last, we'll go out and make sure that we. I read during the week, Andrea Massi, lost here by 50 odd points the week before. They went back to Rome and beat France. So hopefully that's something that we can replicate.